Welcome to today's Queer God Squad. It's Thursday, December 19th, 2024. I am Bishop Durrell Watkins, the senior minister here at Sunshine Cathedral. With me today is Sunshine Cathedral's executive minister. He's also my husband, Bishop Robert Griffin, and Sunshine Cathedral's Minister of Connections, the Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about our progressive faith community and how you can be a part of it, no matter where you live in the world. And if you live in South Florida, be sure to check out the Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts, offering entertainment for the LGBTQ+ community to benefit the LGBTQ+ community. If you enjoyed the Queer God Squad, please share this or other episodes with your friends, family, and social media communities. At Sunshine Cathedral, we want you to know that you are God's miracle, not God's mistake.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral perspective. Queer married bishops celebrated at Sunshine Cathedral worship service. On the first Sunday of Advent 2024, a wonderful celebration took place at Sunshine Cathedral. Bishops Durrell, Watkins, and Robert Griffin had their ministry as pastors and bishops affirmed by the congregation of Sunshine Cathedral. Canon Theologian Dr. Rob Lee offered a powerful homily, and retired vice-moderator of Metropolitan Community Churches, Reverend Elder Don Eastman, gave a very moving blessing. Deacons and board members, youth and clergy all participated in this ceremony. Sweet memories were made. All of this was made possible by Bishop Pat Bumgardner for inviting and consecrating a gay married couple to serve as auxiliary bishops of the Global Justice Institute. Oil from the 2006 Episcopal Divinity School graduating class, water from the Jordan River, pastoral staffs designed and crafted by local gay artist Trey Opp, vestments made by retired designer Deacon Michael Cruz, lots of music in English, Spanish, and Latin, readings in Spanish and English, and communion celebrated by the bishops made the celebration almost magical. That same evening, at the third annual Holiday Fantasia, the show's featured artist and producer, Matthew Darren, awarded Bishops Durrell Watkins and Robert Griffin the Community Supporter of the Arts Award. These bishops will work hard to make a difference in the world, as they have prior to becoming bishops. But their very existence is a challenge to heteronormativity and the status quo, and that is a holy vocation in itself. You know, when I heard, yes, that's a story. That's a great story. That's a wonderful story. You know, when I heard about your bishopship now, I thought, what a great fit. What a truly, truly great fit. I mean, Durrell, you're a public theologian. Robert, the justice work, the social justice work that you have done, that you've both done. I mean, it just fits what a bishop does. And to have that here at Sunshine Cathedral is so wonderful. It's just fabulous. Can you share a little bit about your journeys now and how this all happened?
Well, we were invited by. We've been involved with Global Justice Institute for decades.
Right.
In fact, Robert was sort of on the ground floor of the creation of what became the Global Justice Institute. He's been involved in public policy, and I got looped in for wordsmithing and.
I believe that.
Public statements and that sort of thing. And so we've been there for a long time, and so we were invited, and which is great. And that's the way callings work, is that you're recognized and invited into it. When someone says, I feel called to something, well, you know, the traditionally in the history of Christianity, you are acknowledged and then invited to participate at some level. I don't think any of our deacons asked to be deacons. We saw them and said, hey, you know what, would you consider being a deacon? That's the way calling seems to work, I think. And so people, even in seminary, I mean, people have an interest in going to seminary. And if you get through it, then yes, you've been affirmed, you know, along the way. A lot of people don't get through it.
Yeah,
which is fine. They were testing that calling, and if you didn't get all the way through it, then wasn't time wasted. Or if you get all the way through it and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, though, that's what it's for. So callings are always confirmed, and so ours, that's how this happened, and I'm excited about that. The thing about about it, though, is that we are doing the work. I say this to deacons all the time. We ask you to be a deacon because we saw you doing diaconal ministry. We've been doing global justice ministry all the time. So now, not sort of official. Now we have to do it. We were doing it because we wanted to do it. Now we have a job to do it. So now we have to do it. But we were doing it. And that's what I always say to the deacons is like, we have to have diaconal ministry. You've been doing it anyway. Would you like to make a commitment? Would you like to sign something to say that you'll keep doing it for us from now on? And so I think that's how it happens. And living your life is your witness, and your witness is your ministry. And so, yeah, I write, and yeah, he goes to meetings. I hate meetings, but he'll go to meetings and serve on committees, and and we'll travel to do a thing, and I'll preach, and I'll design a liturgy, and we'll do all those things, which we were going to do anyway, which we have been doing. But that we're doing it as out gay people, that we're doing it as a couple, and that we're doing it, as people who have lived in the world of HIV, that, that it's who we are is a statement. Yeah. And so we have to sort of live into that. Like, I don't have the option of ever going into the closet now, or you know what I mean, or about anything about being gay or queer or non-binary or HIV positive. Like, now that that's part of what we have been acknowledged as. So now I've got to do it. Now it's my job to be all those things.
And this kind of started this piece of it started for us back in October when we went to New York to kind of have the first laying on of hands, if you will, by Pat Bumgardner, Bishop Pat Bumgardner, with the Global Justice Institute. And the important thing for us was there was that aspect of it, and we worked to try and get her down here to do it and do the whole thing, but it didn't work out the way. But I think the celebration on Sunday was an affirmation of us all together, that we could celebrate this together with our congregation, and that we want that part of the celebration as well. We don't want it like one thing here and nothing here, but just all in the community together. Right. And so I think that was a big thing that I felt this past Sunday as we were celebrating, because there was unity. You could feel it in the air. And the people who were there were the ones that invited and I wanted to be there. And so I think that really felt kind of special as well. Somebody did ask me on Monday morning, said, do you feel any different now? You're going to do anything different now? And I started by saying, you know what? This morning I came in, I had to clean the bathroom, run a vacuum, and take out the trash. So yeah, and in addition to that, it's like this morning I came in and decided up, had a Zoom with Reverend Chantel Fronton in Botswana about the project that you're working on there. And if you want to learn more about that, you can visit my Facebook page, Bishop Robert Griffin, and learn more about that project that's going on with global justice and other stuff as well. But it's just it's exciting, it's new, it's different, but it isn't. Right. It's just the work that we've been doing this whole entire time.
Right. Yeah, that morning, I got my big fancy stick, and I love that stick. It was handmade for us, and I got my big fancy stick that morning. That night, I was slinging drinks at the concession stand for a show. Because we didn't have enough volunteers to do it. So yeah, I had a big fancy stick in the morning, and I had a big old tub of ice and cups that evening. So,
but what you said there, that really makes the point. The congregation here at Sunshine Cathedral turned out in force to see this happen, because they know who you are. Yeah. They know that you can have the big fancy stick in the morning, and that evening you're going to be jumping in wherever it needs to be to make things happen. Yeah. Exactly. And that's who the two of you are. So.
And I think it was a big honor also to have Reverend Dr. Robert Lee be here that 4th, and also
Don Eastman.
Don Eastman, yeah.
And to do the first canonization.
He's been mentoring us for decades, and so anytime he participates in what we have going on, it just makes it that much more special for us.
Yeah, and to canonize Dr. Lee that morning, 4th, as a part of that process as well. So having him as a canon.
And this was a two-step process. We were actually chosen by the Global Justices, by Bishop Pat Bumgardner, and consecrated in New York. This was a celebration of that. This was an affirmation of that. Yes. So it was a two-part thing. We didn't become what we are on Sunday. That happened on October the 20th.
Celebrated it.
And so I wish that Pat could have been here for it, because it was also a very beautiful thing in New York. It was very powerful also. Yeah. And so this was part 2 of the journey. There's not going to be part 3. We're not going to do it. There's no more. We're exhausted. We've done all the celebrating we're going to do about it. But it was both times, New York and here, so meaningful to us. Very, very moving. Yep. Let's see. You can view the video also on Facebook or YouTube. the service, our December 1st service, so that's on YouTube or Facebook. And so you can see the whole service. And I don't know, halfway through, 60% through is when that part begins. When you start seeing people come out with hats and sticks, that's the, you can stop and watch that. So if you want to see it, feel free. We'd love for you to be part of it even now. So December the 1st worship service, Sunshine Cathedral, you can find it on YouTube or Facebook. Well, that's today with the Queer God Squad. We want to thank you for joining us. We're here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together.
We all are in this together. Remember that.
You are God's miracle and not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad. Goodbye.
Bye.